Got it.
You're familiar with that terminal. Ayla would be impressed. You hear that?
Threat neutralized.
Nice.
Trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater. Timed out with some news from the town. In an unexpected turn of events, the quaint little town of Covenant turns up completely deserted. Details are sketchy, and by sketchy,
Heads up, Tom's got more goodies in stock. Check with him.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me. With that latest one, Mila's got good coverage of the Commonwealth. Could always use more Mila's placed, if you're interested. Or we could just do some shopping.
Deacon's record is the best. You can learn a
Desdemona.
lot from him.
With the amount of help you've given Randolph, I was expecting their sins to be moved by now. The problem's on their side. Your work, as always, has been exemplary.
Happy to help.
I'll send word to Mr. Timms. He needs to start moving since, and stop making excuses.
When well sinks out of a well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute. Sometimes... The story's got it right. You kicked ass at Malden.
Recalibrating using new data set.
Pam.
Analyzing.
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me doing something.
I'm very busy. Unless you need... my medical expertise,
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there is a whole lot of shaking going on. The smooth sounds of Diamond City Radio are brought to you by the following. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Next we've got I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire by the X-Files.
Viewpoint? What's the matter?
Your thoughts?
I'm proud to be fighting by your side.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
You're one hell of a soldier, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
That's all for now.
Not a problem.
Right there.
There we go. I'm through.
Yes.
Ella Fitzgerald, folks. Folks, I'd like to make something a little more. As I'm sure you know, folks, I haven't always been the best at this. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. Alright, folks, that's enough said. Let's get it on back to the meeting, shall we? I think we can all agree that it doesn't get any better than the life in Diamond City. So this one's dedicated to us. It's Bob Crosby, dear hearts and gentle people.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see. You must not be afraid of heights with all the work on the Mila project. I know another building that could use a Mila. If you need something for the road, the shop's open.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Yet another bit of news from the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm gonna tell you a little story about a boy named Billy. Now, Billy lives here in the Commonwealth and wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family, but then he managed to run into the Vault Dweller. I'm happy to report that
How's it
with the
going?
Vault Dweller's
Did you
help,
find a good
Billy
spot to build your signal
reunited
interceptor?
with his
Yeah.
family.
Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this.
This isn't going to do anything without power. To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Hello.
Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
The Brotherhood continues to make waves.
I'm known as Father.
Recently been seen
The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Louis Jordan with Keep a Knockin', which is what you've just got to do until the damn door opens.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
You just heard 3 sons here on
Sean.
Diamond City Radio.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please.
So you're in charge of...
I am the Institute.
Often in short supply in the Commonwealth.
It doesn't matter what they think.
So I'm happy to
What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I, for one, am just glad he's back.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes. That is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in... And finally, Dr.